In a faraway kingdom, ruled by the most beautiful person in the land, every 10 years a magical mirror chose the fairest soul to be its vessel, granting her unimaginable beauty and making her the ruler of the kingdom. But beauty fades with time, and the mirror's vessel would eventually grow old and wither away, at which point the mirror would choose a new vessel and the cycle would begin anew. Now it was the night of the choosing, and all the eligible maidens had gathered in the royal court, shimmering in their finest gowns, hoping to catch the mirror's attention. Among them was our heroine, Talia, a gentle-hearted orphan who worked as a seamstress by day and dreamed of a better life by night. Suddenly, the lights went out. A hush fell over the crowd as a single spotlight illuminated the magical mirror. And when the light hit the mirror, it revealed the face of the previous vessel, now an old, withered woman. The townspeople gasped. Who would be chosen this time? The mirror scanned the crowd, seemingly taking its sweet time before it finally stopped, its light illuminating Talia. Talia gasped. She couldn't believe that she had been chosen. But before she could even process what was happening, her friend, Saris, pushed her aside and stepped into the light. The mirror then showed Saris's face to the entire court, a face that was beautiful, yet somehow felt familiar. How is this possible? Thought Talia, as she recognized the face but couldn't place it. Talia soon found out that Saris had stolen the face of the previous vessel, trapping her inside the mirror and using her magic to enhance her own beauty. The mirror then bestowed upon Saris the power to rule the kingdom, and Saris wasted no time in stamping her authority, imprisoning Talia in the dungeons and sentencing her to death. Talia managed to escape, but not before the mirror's curse took hold, turning the reflection in all mirrors and pools of water into a distorted version of whoever looked into them. Cursed to never see her own face again, Talia disappeared into the forest, where she stumbled upon a clearing and collapsed. Suddenly, she heard a voice. "Who's there?" asked Talia. Startled, she looked up to see a young man with shimmering wings and a flower crown. "I'm Arian," he said, "a fairy prince who's blind, but I can see with my heart." He then noticed Talia's tear-filled eyes and asked if she was hurt. Talia hesitated, not wanting to frighten him with her disfigured appearance, but she had no choice. "I am cursed," she said, showing him her reflection in a nearby puddle. Touched by her sadness, Arian offered her a place in his fairy realm, hidden away from the prying eyes of the human world. Talia accepted, and together they made their way to the fairy realm. Along the way, they befriended a talking animal who helped them reach the fairy realm. Once there, Talia learned that the fairies were also trapped in distorted reflections, unable to break the curse because they didn't know its source. Talia, however, had a feeling that Saris was behind all of this. So with the help of the fairies, she returned to the human world to confront her. Talia and Iris flew to the royal palace, where Saris was holding a grand ball to celebrate her 10 years in power. Talia, disguised as a lowly servant, snuck into the palace and stole the mirror, only to discover that it was empty. It seemed that the mirror had chosen a new vessel, but who? Talia desperately tried to search for the new vessel when suddenly Saris appeared before her, now even more beautiful than before. "You may have taken my power, Saris," Talia said, "but I will make sure everyone sees you for what you really are." And so Talia shattered the mirror, revealing Saris's true form to the entire kingdom. Finally free from her imprisonment, the previous vessel took her rightful place back on the throne, while Talia and Arian returned to the fairy realm, where they lived happily ever after.